Welcome to Peggy's Tropical Garden, coming to you from the Florida Keys. A friend wanted to take me to this garden center nearby in the Florida Keys that I'd never been to before. I had no intention of filming, but once I got there, things were so beautiful I had to take you along. So this is Island Home Garden Center in Tavernier in the Florida Keys. And I'd never seen an elephant ear with a bud on it before, and that's what's going on there. And over here is the annual section, and they have all kinds of annual flowers. Now, I'll show you as many prices as possible, but I was trying my best to keep this as a friendly outing with my friend, and I didn't want to turn it into a work trip, but I just couldn't help myself. I've passed this nursery so many times and never stopped, and from the street, it just doesn't look nearly as big as it is. So I'm just panning around. I want you to get a look at how things are laid out here. Just a really beautiful garden center. And everything is beautiful and healthy. And all of these plants are growing outside year round. And this is a hibiscus. I've never seen one like this before. And you know I love hibiscus. That bloom is absolutely gorgeous. So I hadn't been here before, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but the prices are really, really good. She was looking at impatiens, as you can see. That pot, $2.99, and they have all different colors. They're so beautiful. I always look at the flowers. I just don't know why I never buy them and plant them. So I'm trying to show. I just want you to see everything. It's so funny. I'm out on a trip, and the first thing I think of is, oh my goodness, my viewers would love this garden center. Look at all that color, all those bright, beautiful colors. And I'm having to do a voiceover because my friend and I were oohing and ahhing and talking the whole time. Here's this cordyline, the twisted cordyline that we saw in that Hollywood producer's garden when I took you on that tour. I'd never seen one of these in a garden center before. I think that means I'm definitely meant to have one. And over here are a few Hoyas and lots of succulents. Everything is looking really, really good. Now, I was very impressed with the prices on these strings of bananas and like that, string of fishhooks or bananas, whichever one this is. But look at that, a gallon pot for $6.99. I mean, that definitely beats the big box stores around here. And then here's these Hoyas. They're $13.99. Not as impressive a price, but still a decent price. And then I was trying to find the price for this big Echeveria for you, but there was no price on the pot, and that happened to me a few times too. So I am trying. I know you all like to know the prices. Otherwise, what's the point? And this bird, this is Sansevieria Samurai, now Dracaena, $8.99. That's pretty good too. All kinds of succulents over here. Now, all of these were different prices, and needless to say, I wasn't going to go through each pot and show you the price, but yeah, a nice selection. And how, look at that big staghorn fern up there. I thought that was pretty impressive. And then over here at the corner of my eye, I saw this fiddly fig. Look at that thing, would you please? Now, I did look for a price on that, and I couldn't find one either. And here's some Hoya pubicalyx splash, and they were $6.99, so that's a good price. Pots had a nice size pot plant in them. Okay, as you see, they have quite the variety at this garden center. Look at that. Alocasia poly, ZZ. The orchids were 50% off, and they had dendrobians, oncidiums, phalaenopsis, of course. Most of them were not in bloom, but they were a little high on those $20.99, but for half price, you know. Pilea right there, another philodendron. They had a nice variety of hostas. And look at these rattlesnake calatheas and peperomia. I mean, beautiful plants. And again, they're growing right outside in their pots year round. So it's just kind of funny because we fuss over our plants to make sure the conditions are so right. And I've even gotten, look at these begonias over here. This one is really pretty. I like that. $5.99. I know some of you are saying, oh, I would have gotten that. You should have gotten that. I really don't do begonias. I appreciate them, though. And look at the prayer plants. Beautiful. Some snake plants, more prayer plants, more hostas. Yeah, really nice. These zebra plants everywhere. Very nice selection here. And the prices so far I'm very impressed with for the most part. And the zebra plant was, let's see, $9.99. Excellent. And it's a good sized plant. And again, it beats the big box stores in my area at least. Some wax begonias. More philodendrons. I think those the crocodile philodendrons? I don't know, and the hanging baskets, the hanging plants were just amazing. All of these are either $16.99 or $19.99, and some of these things look like they've been here for years. They were so long, the trails on them were so long, and the plants were so full. And then look at this. Bear with me with the lighting, but I had to show you this in its full length because it is amazing. If you're wondering how big your fiddly fig will get or can get under the right conditions, look at that. The answer is very big. Isn't that amazing? And I couldn't find a price on this one either. But that is so impressive. That plant is amazing. And it still has its leaves on the bottom even. I love the way they were displaying these pothos. It's like in one of those vertical wall displays. It just has the pots sticking in the little pockets. But the overall effect was so very nice. More calatheas. Just a little of everything. And then they had some euphorbia and cacti. Look at this paper thin cactus right here. Never seen that. Euphorbias, a little of everything. And again, all of them are priced differently, but none of these were over $10. Over here, of course, we have some ferns. They're here too. Quarter lines. I mean, just now do you see why I had to pull out my phone and start recording? Another impressive staghorn. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way I could come here and not show you all this place. It's just amazing. I have to go back. I love these dark cordyline. A little water feature. And they have variegated birds of paradise. You got a glimpse of it right there, but you'll see it again in another shot. Very nice selection. Here, look at this. I believe it's a bird of paradise that's variegated. Yeah. And then here's the golden pothos, one of the wild ones. And then these are all potted plants, just all stuck together, and they come across so beautifully. This would be easy to do in your yard if you live in a cold area and you want to do a tropical display, and makes it easy to take it in the winter. In the home in the winter. Those are burl marks, and they're just growing up those palm trees. All of that area around those palm trees is burl marks. I thought that was pretty impressive as well as beautiful. And of course, we have some bromeliads, more succulents, and some agave. Now the bromeliads were, like, most of them were $16.99. This is a calanchoe or a calancho. It's a succulent. And the bromeliads are beautiful, though, and nice and full and big. And I'm telling you now, I walked away without any, and it's killing me. They had one that I really wanted, and I can't believe I didn't get it. I think I'm going to go back and get it. More quarterlines, or quarterlins, some people say. Just a beautiful garden center. And this, I believe, is a cocoa plum. And look at this palm tree. I thought this was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And down here where they cut off the fronds, they tuck orchids in there, and they're just growing all over this palm tree. And now I'm just going to pan around a little bit to let you see what the area looks like. And another palm tree where they've cut the fronds and planted orchids in there. I'm going to have to try that. I don't really have any palm trees that are conducive to that, though. But absolutely beautiful. Of course, the orchids are very happy to be there. You see how they are? They're just tucked down in here, and they're just growing like crazy. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And more bromeliads. This one is beautiful. I love it, that red in the middle. And a lot of them were in bloom. I think that's so cool looking. I totally lost my composure here. I saw this big monstera, flipped the camera around and everything, but I didn't want to cut it out because I wanted you to see it. That big monstera was $16.99. And this fiddly fig, $45.99. Those prices were amazing. And this over here is marked as a blue Hawaiian calatheas, and it's only $19.99, so that's an excellent price as well. This is a bromeliad I've been wanting forever, and it's only $16.99, and I didn't get it. I think I need to go back. And then it started raining, so instead of going and getting out of the rain, I had to take one last shot for you guys and just pan around to show you the things I couldn't show you. And of course, I had to get a last shot of this cordyline that I'm in love with. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the garden center tour. I'm glad you could come along with me. Take care. Bye-bye.